Hello, all. So, I wanted to do a quick discussion on the states that are paying the most for school psychologist jobs. And as you can see here, I have the top 5 states, and I just did a simple Google search because I wanted to see which states are paying the most. I was surprised at a few of these because, um, I just wasn't expecting, Oregon to be on there or Alaska. But however, it did kind of make a little bit of sense to me why, some of these states are on here. And, let me just say this, school psychologists are needed just around the country. It's a job that's in very high demand, and it's expected to grow because, as you know, there are so many children in schools and so many school psychologists are needed. And that's also the reason why school psychologists are compensated well. And so as you can see here, we have New Jersey, Alaska, Hawaii, California, and then we have Oregon. I was not surprised that California was on the list. And also in terms of Hawaii, I saw a lot of posts probably a few months ago that the Department of Education was hiring for school psychologists. And the good thing about those posts is that you didn't necessarily have to have a license in your state. They either required that, or you can have your NCSP, which is your national certified school psychologist. So one or the other, they were requiring, and they were compensating pretty well. I think they were paying, $5,500 to 60 something $100 a month, which is an awesome salary. Now, these salaries, that they are listing on here are the highest mean salaries in the states. And, you can see here that, New Jersey is paying 97, Alaska 96, 95 for Hawaii, 94, and then 94 for California, and then 93 for Oregon. But let me just say this, these are the top 5 highest paying states. But again, school psychologists are compensated very well wherever you're going to go in the country. And I also wanted to show you guys this. This is news from USA News. This is a very great website. They have tons of great information in terms of education, and gives you these sorts of numbers. They do a lot of research about this stuff. And I wanted to show you guys this here. School psychologists are, the second highest behind the psychiatrists. Now, I think that psychologists in general, just like licensed psychologists, have a higher salary than school psychologists, probably a higher mean salary. But I think that the demand for school psychologists may be a little bit higher. I'm not sure, and I'll probably do a video on that. But as you can see here, in terms of, other, mental health counselors, practitioners, and things like that, school psychologists are making more. They're getting paid higher than school psychologists. I'm sorry, they're getting paid higher than school counselors. They're getting paid more than school social workers, and they're getting paid more than like mental health counselors, which are, LPCs or licensed mental health counselors, whatever the title is in that state. So I just wanted to give you guys a brief video about which states pay the most for school psychologists. And so if you all have any questions, please let me know.